Well, yeah, I think the first thing we need to do is get off of the street.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
You
So
guys
where are
are
we
in the
going?
middle of the castle district, so you guys know that there were quite a few guards around here.
Let's not just go storming the castle. We need to plan what we want to do next.
I have an idea.
Well, let's not discuss it out in the open. Let's try and find somewhere. Do we want to go back to the house that we were just in, where we were arrested, or do we want to go back to Pierre's? Like, we've got options here.
I think we should move farther away than the house we were just in, since we're basically next to the house we were just in.
We could go to Pierre's.
We go to Behair. Yeah, we should go to Behair.
He might be able to heal us too, because we are a bit down.
That's true.
To Pierre's.
Is Hulk with us right now? Where's he at?
He was in the battle with us.
I don't see his figure on here, that's all.
That's right, let me get it quick.
Alright, well, I guess we should probably be stealthy and move through the houses and not down the streets.
Are you going to do Pass Without Trace, Abras?
I should be able to. Let me see my spells. Let me contemplate how much energy I have.
We might be able to rest afterwards and recover.
Oh, yeah, I can totally do it.
Okay, so we're getting Pass Without Trace?
We are.
Alright, rolling stealth then?
Yep, oh, now roll stealth.
That's good, because it's 27 for me. For Drostan, also 27.
21.
Where did my D20 go?
I rolled a 7 and a 6.
I have no D20.
You can. There's another one.
Gotta go grab one there. Alright, I rolled a 19, no, a natural 20 for me, and then for Owly, natural 20, so, yeah, he's good. I'm not even gonna bother rolling again. 33, but natural 20, so.
Alright. Collectively as group, you managed to sneak through the alleyways. Avers and Hulk aren't so stealthy, but you guys do manage to help keep them quiet a bit, let them know when they're loud. You make it back to Pierre's house. I believe through the back alley you guys want to go to his house, through the back door.
Yeah, absolutely.
Or the back window, sorry. Alright. You guys knock on the window and it's still fairly early, I believe it's like 5 a.m. Or wait.
No.
It started at,
No, it was
it was 7:30.
Yeah.
Probably about 8:30 by now.
Yeah, it's probably about, when you get back there, it's probably about 8:15ish. So he'd be awake by now. He lets you guys in into his house.
Were there people moving about?
You did see more through the streets, the guards that were sent out. But you guys dodged out of their way without getting seen.
I was wondering if, like, we saw civilians, because
Oh, no. Not that you've seen.
I didn't know how many people have been killed off at this point.
As we get in the house, I'm going to sit down and say, well, if they didn't know we were here, they definitely are going to know now.
How'd it
Now
go?
that one of their generals is gone.
One down, 4 to go.
Is there that many left? I wasn't sure how many's left now. 4?
We have
Like
the gruesome twins, spider lady or something like that, wizard staff lady. I think that's it in terms of scary people. And then
Yeah, we killed
the leader of them all.
We killed Urukat. There's still Evadric.
Salas.
Evaldric and Evalda, right, are the twins. Salas.
Oh yeah, Evaldo.
Yeah, and he has a panther. He seems like he might be a ranger.
And then we didn't get a name for the woman.
You did not.
I think she'll be pretty noticeable.
You guys also... it would technically be 2 out of 5, because Zephyr kind of counts, I guess. If you guys think so.
He was more an underling than anything else. He had no say in what was happening in this town.
He didn't count for anything.
He was a really good guy.
No,
So are we
he
taking
wasn't.
are we taking a short rest right now?
I would assume so.
Okay.
Yeah, you guys can go and take a short rest.
I think I didn't get hit in that last fight. I guess Avarice will cover with spell slots, but so I got an idea.
Well, anything can be tabled at this point.
So I was talking with Beatrice earlier, and she happens to know the spell Teleportation Circle.
Yeah.
So we know in the castle there is a teleportation circle. Beatrice, from what she told me, has access to the teleportation circle. She can literally, with I believe it's one action, in like an instant, teleport all of us into the castle right on top of the teleportation circle.
I think its casting time is 1 minute, but it doesn't matter too much.
Providing it works. We don't know if they've shut it down.
Does she know the teleportation circle in the castle?
Beatrice says yes.
Okay.
Well, if they shut it down, the spell just doesn't work. Like, it just wouldn't be able to be cast.
But do we really want to put ourselves in the middle of their lair? We don't even know what's in there.
Well, they're expecting us. If they're expecting us, they're probably expecting us to come through the door or a window or the front entrance.
I understand that, but I don't know how I feel about, like, just literally dropping ourselves in the middle of all that. You know.
Beatrice, have you... Well, we're here with the priest, too. Have either of you guys been throughout the castle?
I have not. And Pierre says no as well.
I mean, I have to assume that the teleportation circle is more in the back of the castle. We might be able to get in and get to the dungeons and free our friends down there, and maybe even have extra allies for the final fight.
My only worry is that we could end up in the middle of all of these generals as soon as we come through.
Well, I mean, it's just an idea. Anyone else got any ideas?
It's definitely an idea, and I like part of that idea, that the element of surprise is huge.
How does the castle get its water?
Sorry, what's that?
Water? How does the castle get its water?
Are you asking the whole group or the DM? Sorry.
Well, I can't ask the DM. I need information from the people. What if Beatrice or Pierre know? I have no clue.
Avarice, what's your knowledge of waterways relating to castle structures?
I mean, we've been there. Did we see a river? I mean, we've been in the castle, so did we see any wells or?
And this would be a question to Beatrice and the priest. Is there anybody left in town who would know the layout of the castle very well that you guys know of that hasn't been captured yet?
Beatrice kind of thinks for a minute. Well, obviously the people that are new here from the teleportation circle, or the residents, mainly advisors like Salas or Ballora, they have access to the entire castle. Royalty would obviously know their castle.
Speaking of royalty, what happened to the king here? Is he dead? Do you know what happened to him?
He's not dead.
He's probably being mind controlled, but he's a puppet now of the bad guys. Remember, he proclaimed us as criminals,
But he's definitely not dead. We can determine that at least.
Last time I saw him was about 4 days ago. But he was that's when the announcement happened in town.
Yeah.
It's probably more useful to keep alive. The guards that were being sent out by the dude we killed to patrol the city, were some of those royal guards from inside the castle?
Yes.
We could try to capture a guard patrol and interrogate them for information about the castle.
Could also steal their armor and try and go in as them.
I don't know if I could pass as a guard of the and Drawstan too. Was there a picture of Drawstan on the Wadden list along with Tarnum?
It was actually not on the list, or it just showed Tarnum. That was it on his.
Okay.
It
Interesting.
didn't show the
That
dog.
could be a potential advantage then.
I mean, I could go in invisible, and follow along with you guys, but
It is a strange looking dog, though.
That it is.
we could turn Tarnum invisible too. I mean, Tarnum, draw stand.
That is possible.
We also have that rod on the top of the building that's doing something that we were going to sit and debate. What we're going to do about that?
Problem is, the moment we try to take that thing out, we don't know because I don't have any sort of dispelling of magic abilities. So you try to take it down with like a hacksaw or a pickaxe or throwing spells at it could cause an explosion that hurts you, could cause some feedback. Belora does know Dimension Door, which is from the base of the cat, like from where we were standing, kind of like on the road to the top of the castle. Is that more than 500 feet, Hayden?
It's not, no.
So she could bamf you. She could bamf herself and somebody else to the top of the castle. You could attack it and then use Featherfall to come down. But it's, you're sitting duck up there, and there is no element of surprise probably after we take that thing down. Like, I don't know if we can skedaddle before they notice it.
That's a good point with that. I still really like the idea of trying to lure at least one more of them away from the castle and get them on their own, but I'm not sure if they're going to be on their own. Have any of the other ones ever come out? Do they ever wander the town?
I believe it was Kara that told you Evaldo and Evadric used to meet up with Zephyr.
Okay, when did they meet up with him? Danny,
they would meet up with him usually during the day at the mines. However, from what you've heard from Urukat, it looks like word is spread that Zephyr is no longer alive. So,
do you think they might go and investigate?
You don't know.
There was already spiders investigating the cave-in last night, or was that two? Yeah, that was last night.
Because we could attempt to try and stake out where Zephyr is and try and get them out.
We could double back to the cave and see if they're poking their noses around in it.
Potentially, that's an option, yeah.
I think we should kidnap some guards.
What about
Corey, what do you think?
What about castle staff? Like, they don't live in the castle. Are any of them left? Maybe closer to the castle in their homes, and we could question one of them.
Any idea?
I mean, I think he was asking Belora and the priest that.
Oh, he was asking them?
Yeah.
Or Beatrice, anyways.
Beatrice, sorry, not Belora. I'll get these names right one day.
Beatrice mentions that she does know the teleportation circle to Elswyn, but the furthest she's been is the barracks. She's kind of new to, because she just sits over her general store. She doesn't usually wander too much.
I mean, we could attempt to look at the mines again and maybe find the twins there, or if not, there might be guards on patrol. As soon as he's dispersed them now, and we could try and interrogate them too. There's both options with that.
Well, if the twins are at the mines, if they're at the mines, then that doesn't have them at the castle, and we could push onto the castle now while they're busy, because they would come back to the castle.
How many feet roughly is it from here to where the mines are in town, Hayden?
Oh, that's
It's like the other side of town.
Yeah, that's completely the other side of town.
Say 1,000 feet, 10,000 feet.
I don't think feet's an appropriate measurement for this.
How long would it take to walk there, let's say?
I'd expect... Well, if you're walking at a fast pace, it probably be about like 8 to 10 minutes.
I could send my
Not
owl.
running.
I could send my owl to scope it out and then come back, potentially.
See if they're there.
Yeah, Owlie can fly pretty fast, about twice as fast as we walk,
That's actually not a bad idea.
Yeah, I'm on board with that.
and he can go from the air. He has 120 feet of vision, so he doesn't have to get close to see what's going on. So,
I like that idea.
all right. So I'm immediately sending Owlie out now. I'm going to say go as fast as you can. Check it out. I'm going to give him a rough description, tell him a rough description of what these people look like based on what we know, and have him report back to me.
Okay.
So Owlie's gone.
Go and make a stealth check for him. I believe you still have the plus 10 from me. So, because Pass Without Trace lasts for an hour.
Can I retroactive? Ballora, could you cast invisibility on Owlie? Oh God, Beatrice, can you cast invisibility on Owlie,
I could use one of my spell slots if you wish.
please?
Sure. So,
Thank you.
she grants invisibility.
All right, it'll be a level 2 for her. She has sorcery points to recover spell slots too, right? She hasn't used any of hers today, right?
She does, yes.
Okay, cool. All right, so Owlie is totally invisible now, flying off.
Okay.
I'm gonna tell him, yeah, just to do a nice loop around town, keep an look out for things, but specifically at the thing. So while we take our short rest here.
Alright. So, he zooms through the city, invisible, gets right over in the sight of the mines. Go and make a perception check for him.
Mhm.
Yeah, with advantage because the sight.
Yep. Oh, good, because that was a 5. Oh God, I'm rolling crap now. 6 plus 3, like 10. No, I think he's.
He has a high perception, I'm pretty sure.
I
I think he has a bonus.
Yeah, so it'll be 10, I believe, to him.
10 total.
I rolled really low.
Yeah, kind of spoke.
I mean, he's getting close if he has to. Like, he will risk his life.
Okay. He
He's
scopes out
invisible.
the area. He first things he sees is the mines. It's still crumbled inward.
Mhm.
The spiders. There are a couple spiders sitting outside, guarding the mines now, but they are no longer investigating the area. The spiders that were once investigating the mines now appear to have gone back to their gateway entrance. You look over by the little shack that Xavier had. You see the body is removed, but you do not see any other signs of life. You see like spiders and guards roaming around, but you don't recognize any of them. And they're not like focused on the area. They're just looks like they're doing patrol.
All right, so then Owlie would come back and tell us that, tell me what's going on.
Yep.
So this would be about, 20 minutes then altogether?
Yeah, that'd be pretty accurate.
Okay. I'm going to send, since Ollie's still invisible, I'm going to send him to do a quick wide scan around the castle, see if what he notices, see if he sees any of the people outside of the castle or anything.
Okay.
So...
Go and roll a perception check for that as he gets closer.
All right. That's cocked. Unnatural 20.
Okay. Begins looming over the castle. The first thing he sees is obviously the gate. He sees the familiar spikes with the heads on them. As you go further in, you see occasional guards roaming around the grounds, Once again, looks like patrol. You see on the front side what looks like 2 entrances. One is right here, and the other is right here.
Mm-hmm.
This one has 2 guards that you can see that are sitting right in front of it. This one doesn't appear to have any. Back here, you kind of swoop around and you see a back entrance. And you see 1 guard sitting by this entrance. This back here is a single door. These 2 are double doors. Besides that, you see windows. It looks like a 3-story building. Well, actually, this portion right here is 3 stories. This one right here appears to be 2 stories. And this just looks like a 1-story kind of room that's an attachment. You do see the rod on top of the castle. It's roughly, I want to say about 20 feet tall. Kind of thick. Looks like it's made out of metal.
How wide would it look like? Maybe like...
I want to say maybe like 1.5 feet. Not like really big, but...
How's it mounted? Is it just bolted down?
It's just bolted down, pointing straight up in the air.
That's not too bad.
Other than that, I don't think there's much else you can discern. Not really much out of the ordinary you can kind of see.
Okay. So Ali, how long would it take Ali to get back to us? Because from there now, that's closer, right?
Yeah, that's closer.
A couple minutes.
Yeah, probably like 7 minutes or so.
All right.
Have you relayed that information to us, what you've seen?
Yeah. So Ali comes back, and I can mentally communicate. He is an intelligent fey creature. So, I basically on a piece of paper sketch out roughly what Ali has told me with what it kind of looks like, and that none of the people seem to be outside, but we have a better look at it now. So
I do have an idea, but it's a very terrible idea, and we should probably never execute.
So that's the plan. Let's go.
Well, seeing as there's that 1 guard by the door, right? The single door at the back. If you guys want to use the teleportation circle, one of us could go and be a distraction and just turn up. I would put myself forward for that because I have boots that maybe go faster, so I could run away and try and lure attention. So if they could see me running around in the grounds, then that would be your chance of sneaking in, if any.
See, I feel like having everybody in the teleportation circle, if there is, I don't expect that room to be unguarded, but with 6, what are we a party at? 4, 6 of us popping out with our spells ready, the moment we step out, just immediately assaulting and taking them down probably in a few seconds, we would have the element of surprise. Whereas if you go off and do that, if we do get the element of surprise from the teleportation circle, I don't know. I feel like, if anything, we should have somebody else cause some sort of distraction. Is that in our party?
Avers kind of chimes in and says, well, I kind of feel like we should, if anything, we should figure out where this circle is in Castle.
Well, that means we need to get some guards.
And I'm not against the plan, but it is a pretty big risk. We're just kind of betting that everything is kind of going to go well. I'm okay with it, but
we always just assume things are going to go well.
I just want to let you guys.
If we get some guards, the other big thing too is we'll know how many maybe guards there are actually in the castle, and if there is any other creepy drow people that we don't know about yet.
What do you think, Corey? And you've been pretty quiet.
I don't think taking some guards down would hurt us right now.
I would say, we know the back door is small, 1 guard. There are windows. Didn't see guards patrolling the walls.
Did Ali see guards patrolling the walls?
He saw some in front right in front of the main entrance.
It
You saw
wouldn't go
a
through
couple
there.
on the streets, like kind of walking around, but it didn't look.
So we might be able to get into the grounds and get to that back door
Yeah,
without
you
being
saw
noticed.
most. You saw most of the guards heading this way, kind of
True.
back to the city.
There's
so-
probably less of them. Well,
Which might be a better idea than dropping into their laps via teleportation circle.
all right. I'm okay with it if that's what we want to do. I don't think we should go for the magical cloud making device maybe right now. We're probably going to be fighting them in the castle, so I doubt they're going to be in sunlight.
Well, we could get to the roof.
Just a thought to kind of
We
add
could
on
do-
to
we
that.
could do
If
that.
we got rid of it, we could blast a roof through the roof with a fireball or something that you have and pour light onto them.
Ooh. Well, we could do that. I mean, Beatrice has Dimension Door, so she can take. Which even does Dimension Door? Does Dimension Door, if you cast as a higher level, let you transport more people?
It does not.
Okay. Well, I
And
have
if we were going for the back door, I could sneak up with the stuff I have, invisibility and the potion and all that, and look at it. But
Well, we could just split into two teams.
Well, it's
Team A goes into the cat.
It's only, what, 2 stories tall? 3 stories
Yeah.
tall?
3.
I can easily hit that with a rope and a grappling hook.
Well, Beatrice can take you up there, and then I can give her Featherfall. I have a scroll of Featherfall, my emergency scroll of Featherfall that I keep on me, and I can give that to her, and she can use that to let you gently fall to the ground.
Well, I have a potion of climbing, so I can climb up and down. I wouldn't need assistance with that. And I'm worried that if we try and climb up using climbing gear, it's going to be loud and noticeable.
That's right. The Dimension Door is instantaneously. You and her and you, whoever the next other person is that goes with her, is on that roof.
Wouldn't we want to save that for attacking, though, rather than something like that?
I just think the fact that you can instantly get up there, just in an
Right.
moment, attack instantly. If we're, I mean, unless we're going through the roof. Like if that's our plan to have everybody go through the roof, then yeah, we're gonna need climbing gear and we'll have to scoot our butts up there. Or we take down the tower. Her and one other person takes down that tower, and then we go in through that back door with one guard that Corian was mentioning. You know, and then the other two people who are on the roof, feather fall down to that end. They're down there in about 15 seconds, or probably less than that, because it's 3 stories. So
If we can get on the roof as a group, there's probably less fighting from the top down than from the bottom up.
well, let's see here. How many we got here? The rest of you guys are super strong. I would probably go with Beatrice, because I'm a weakling. If the rest of you guys climb,
Fireball the roof.
I could fireball the roof.
Then we could pour daylight down onto them. And they're obviously going to hate that.
That's only if taking down that tower clears the cloud.
Right. It might
Well,
not be.
I don't know. I might. I'd bet my spell book on that. It might not happen instantly, though. Was the only problem.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. And then once we take down that tower, any element of surprise we have is gone. So I guess the real question right now is, because it doesn't sound like we want to do the teleportation circle idea.
It's roof or back door, isn't it, really?
It's basically, well, first do we try to take down the tower, or do we go in the back door?
Well, no guards at the back. We can get on the first story building probably pretty easy. The first story building is connected to the second story building. We can run across to the 2-story building, get up on top of that. I mean, it's not like we have to climb 3 stories all at once. It should be pretty easy, pretty
Right.
quick.
So, but you're saying we go for the tower.
Yeah, I'm saying we go for the roof.
Okay, so we're going for the idea. Okay, so that's the thing is we go for the roof.
We either go for the
obviously-
roof, we teleport in, or we go in through the back door. We don't know where the teleportation circle is or where it's going to drop us, or who's going to be there. We do know that if we go in the back door through one guard, we're going to have to fight our way through everything that's on the first floor, to the second floor, to the third floor.
Right, and we can actually
although
interrogate.
through the back door would be closer to the basement, than
Right.
the ceiling. So maybe we
Well,
should go in through the back door to get to the basement, to get to the people that might be there and get more support.
Well, I say we take down the guard, interrogate him, and if we need to adjust our plan, adjust it.
I don't think we're gonna have time to really interrogate the guy, to be honest.
I would say we've probably used up all our interrogation momentum already.
Then we're just going to go. So, I mean, we have no idea where. I mean, like, I know I get you guys are like, hey, teleportation circle's scary, but I think it's also scary to say we don't know how high that roof is to the floor in terms of getting ourselves down there. And
Avery also says we should have a. If we end up using like most of our spells or like are really injured, we should have a backup plan to at least momentarily escape. Because we don't know how many.
that will be our backup plan. Is we cast like invisibility on all of ourselves and leave and run.
I don't think we... I mean,
That's not really our style.
I don't have a backup plan for anything. I make things dead. That's it.
Avery just says.
There is one other idea, which is using her spell of teleportation to go to Elswind and getting back up from there and coming back.
This
We
is
are in
Elswyn.
Oh. Well, what was the other... Did she say she knew another teleportation circle besides Elswind?
Marfall.
Oh, Marfall. Oh, that might be useful after this.
That's only probably going to take us a week to get everybody here.
Okay, so... Alright, so... What are we voting on then?
Well, it's either back door or roof, isn't it, at this point, or teleportation circle, I guess.
Well, like I said,
we got
back door
we got-
gets us closer to the basement, gets us closer to help on inside the castle.
if they're in any condition to help.
Well, everybody else seems to be dead, so there's no help out here.
I like the idea of going into the castle more than going to the roof.
What do you think, Orium?
Well, it's,
I
I
still think,
really don't care either way.
I still think the teleportation idea was really clever, though. Don't you think so, Owly? Owly agrees.
I
What
think
about
I
you,
prefer to
Avery?
have the teleportation as a get out of dodge thing.
I'm mentally connected to him, Hayden.
So-
Please.
It's better not to waste it. Plus, she might have other spells at that level that are more useful to us.
Yeah, I was thinking attacking and stuff like that.
Because it is a long, long time at this point until the next time we can regain all abilities completely. So,
All right.
we can't just be willy-nilly throwing away spells.
What do you
All
think, Hulk? No,
I
it's
don't
just
know
been
what
sat
a
there.
teleportation circle is.
Don't worry, I don't either.
Oh, what's a circle?
I take Hog aside. Do we want Mr. Priestman? Does anyone need healing from Mr. Priestman before we go? While we were doing all this?
He is willing to help anyone that needs health.
Does he have a little heal spell? Because I'm just barely hurt.
He does.
Kiss of life.
7 HP. Is that enough?
Oh yeah, that's 2 more than I needed.
You got a passionate kiss. Yeah.
It's fine.
Very passionate.
Does Pierre have any protection from poison?
Let me actually see.
Those spiders, I remember, could poison. I wouldn't be surprised if there were some spiders inside there. Or does he have any buffs he can give us?
He does have that, actually.
Nice. How many slots of that available does he have?
Let me see. He only has 3.
Definitely give it to Tarnum and Corian.
Is it concentration? I can't remember.
No, it's just there for an hour, I believe. So
Yeah, he's more than willing to help in any way he can.
I say give it to Corian, Tarnum, and then who else do you guys think should get the third one? I'm usually in the back, and
Oh,
poison or no poison. Yeah, Holg. Yeah. So there you go.
because we're kind of the 3 frontline combatants, really.
Yep.
All right.
So he walks over to each three of you and casts it.
That lasts for an hour, right?
Yeah.
All right. Time to go then.
We're going to try and sneak our way towards the back of the castle, because no matter what we do, it's all going to be at the back anyway.
Yeah, I think we should go through the houses back over to here.
Yeah,
Okay.
I agree.
Do we still have some pass without a trace time on us?
That would. I'd probably say no, because with the owl movement and the discussing, it'd probably be about the end. Well, actually, those probably be like 10 minutes to get back, and yeah, you'd probably have like 10 minutes left of it
Okay, that's enough to get to the castle then.
if you guys are quick.
All right. Let's do it then.
That's a much better stealth roll. That is a... That's a 35 for me.
27 for Hanok. Ollie rolled another natural 20 for stealth. Of course, he's invisible, so...
25 for
That's what I
Drosdan. So yeah, 35 for me, 25 for Drosdan.
Alright.
28 for me.
28, there you go.
I've like stealth out of existence. You guys can't even see me now.
I tell Beatrice that if she needs to cast any other concentration spell at some point, don't worry about it, with invisibility. So...
She says, alright. On her way out the door, she trips and falls.
Does she survive her concentration check? I mean, I only rolled a natural 20 already, but...
She does, actually.
Yay!
Yeah, she did not... She's trying to be as quiet as possible, but she is just not very quiet.
Yeah. And since he is invisible, I'm sending Ollie in front of us to kind of keep scouting ahead. Since he has 20 in stealth and is...
Yeah, you can have him do another perception check.
Okay, this is specifically like just the path we're taking forward, and then specifically like the area we plan to go into. So we're going over here, right, to the little area. Is that the plan, Corian? This little side box?
No.
Oh.
This is the back door.
I thought the back door was over
back
here.
door. Okay, so yeah, so we're
We need to get around to here.
Okay, Owly rolls 17. Yep, that'll take the 17. So he rolled an unnatural 20 for perception.
Okay. I'll let you know on your way there. First, I need to know marching order, just so I know. Is it like Corian or Tarnum in the front or something?
Probably Tarnum.
Sure, I'll go up front.
I'll take the back.
I'll be in the middle.
Yeah, put our squishies in the middle.
It's like that song, Don't Split the Party. Laura can be behind me, and Holt can be behind you, maybe, Avarice.
Oh man, is Pierre going with us?
Yeah, right. I think we tap Pierre out of spells pretty much.
Unwillingly he's going with us.
Oh, I didn't know we convinced him. I thought he was staying behind.
Where did all the figures go?
They're gone.
Oh, so he isn't coming with us.
I don't know, where did they go?
No, we got deleted.
Uh-oh. I mean, we could reload the map, can't we? Just from the last save. Because we haven't done anything. Just have to give me back a D20.
Here we are. I'm gonna keep a watch out as we go. If that's alright.
Hey, I got this.
18.
The same amount. How many? Like 9, 12? Oh, in packs of 3. How many packs of 3 do we pass? Okay, so about 9.
Hey, Hayden, or not Hayden, Avarice, are giant poisonous spiders weak against sunlight too? Is that part of the reason why maybe they need the cloud cover?
Normal spiders aren't, so I don't know why big spiders would be.
I doubt it, but all right. I thought so, but just thought it was worth checking. I'm supposed to love all things in nature, Avarice. No, I have another idea. We could send Avarice in pony form as a distraction.
You guys continue more. You do see you're walking behind some houses, and you do see a guard walking this way. But you guys duck behind the house, and he just keeps walking this way. You guys find it clear, advance forward, behind. I will say
Yeah, it's
right
when there's
now, Pass Without Trace is completely gone. I
Yeah.
mean, I can't recast, but you guys did go pretty fast to make the rest of the use of it. So right here, you were right next to one of the main streets.
Is it a fence around the castle, or like a... What is it, a wall?
It's a stone wall,
How tall is it?
roughly 9 to 10 feet.
Okay, so we've got to get over there.
There's
I'm
no-
the
there's
best
no-
climber.
Opening, right?
There is no opening.
Okay.
There's only the front one that's guarded.
Is there a walkway across the top of the wall, or is it just a wall?
In some parts, there are kind of like little, as these things, they're like kind of like little watchtowers, but they don't appear to be occupied.
So nobody walks across the top of the wall then?
Yeah, sorry. Nobody seems to be walking across.
I mean, like, I'm looking at the wall. Is it just a wall, like 2 feet across, then it falls down, or is it wide with like we could get on top of it and stay out of sight as we roll across the front?
Yeah, it doesn't have any sort of like wide any width to it. You can
Okay.
climb over it and maybe perch on top of it, but you'd have to kind of like balance yourself.
Well, I was just trying to figure out, once we go over this wall, we gotta charge this guy. Can we roll on
get
top of the
over
wall
it.
and?
Either way, but
We can go through it.
Owly is invisible. Would you like me to send Owly over the wall to look?
To look at
you can do
what?
that.
What's you said about what's on the other side of the wall?
Well, we know there's a guard over there. I was just wondering. I want to know how wide the wall was, so we could formulate a plan on how we're going over it, or through it, or under it. Whatever the plan is here. It does not sound like it's wide enough to hide on top of it, so we're gonna have to go completely over it. Where's my dice?
Natural 20 for Corian.
Well,
Close, a 19, so that's a
Ooh.
24.
oh, you want me to do a perception check? I was going to say, when I heard him talking about the going under, I pull out my shovel and say, ready and waiting.
I was
I have
joking.
2. Perception 20 for that.
Let's see. Hinoki, did you do yours?
No, perception, you mean?
Yep.
Nope. I
got really.
I rolled a 1. I have no idea what's going on right now. But Owly, I can say I'm looking through his eyes.
It's actually based on hearing.
Then he has advantage still.
He does.
Yep, hearing and sight, not
Alright.
smell. Frosting gets smell. A natural 20, so we could just pretend that I'm looking through Owly's eyes. That's why I rolled a 1.
All right. All of you.
And his ears.
You actually just started picking up on what sounds like some kind of shouting on the other side of the wall. Seems pretty close. You can't really make out details.
How many voices?
Sounds like one.
One guy just shouting?
Hey!
From what you can hear.
Wonder if it's one of the generals on the other side.
Maybe he's
He
drunk.
has anger issues.
Did he go out to use the outhouse and somebody locked the door on him?
Push it over.
These drow are truly fearsome creatures.
Was it,
Yeah.
I was trying to think, was it Unforgiven where they shoot that guy while he's in the outhouse?
It's
I think they do it
Yeah,
in
I think you're right. It is Unforgiven.
I think they do it in Tombstone as well. Anyways,
I asked Holg and Beatrice if they can hear it and if they've heard that voice before.
Let me actually see for them.
I don't think Holg's going to make it, to be honest.
Paul does not hear anything. He just kind of hears it, not too well. Like
He doesn't know what words are.
how
He's gonna Hulk. He's a good guy.
how does the street look between us and the castle wall?
And what kind of context? Like it's detail or
Are there people?
other people? Gonna make a perception check again.
Another
I'll
one.
probably look too.
Just roll a huge one. You can't just use my huge one because now I'm gonna roll a 1 or another
I
19, whatever.
Oh, never mind then.
Really high in perception.
That's all my crits, by the way, right there. I told you earlier before we started. That's technically two crits for my combat wasted right there.
And what'd you get?
18 with Owly, but you don't need it. He rolled a 19.
Which would be a 24.
You actually currently don't see anybody, at least nearby.
Okay,
Did
so
Beatrice know who that person was?
She said she can barely even hear the voice, but she doesn't recognize it.
Okay.
Let's take him down.
so it's clear. Should we go now over the wall?
Let's do
How are we
it.
going to get over the wall?
It's
Climbing
10,
it.
it's 10 feet tall. I can climb it.
What about Hanoak and smaller ones, though?
Corian,
throw
may I
him once
hop
we
on
get
your
there.
back? Can I hop on your back, Corian?
I think I prefer to throw.
Would I be able to carry him, do you think? What about Hulk? Maybe Hulk could.
Hulk, can you carry me? Thank you, Hulk. I scramble onto Hulk's back and perch
Oh,
on.
this is going to go well, isn't it? When he freaking falls.
Oh, God. I prepare feather fall just in case. No.
Drostan will just teleport over. He can do that, right? He can teleport over. Yeah.
Ollie will just fly over.
So are we going?
Over the wall.
Yep.